Witch's Grotto. Other management jobs again. The resistance profile is looking much better because of that. Allows us to focus more on attacking and less on surviving.
But who knows to what dark purpose the witch might have turned it?
Good thing those butchers didn't have...
Could the Immaculates have slaughtered so many beasts? And for what purpose?
Well, the fact that they've been collecting blood out of every creature so far might be I think that's a silver vein.
I wonder...
Don't want that. It's worth something, but not worth much.
It's
A single iron item is probably more valuable than a full set of silver bars. I could refine the silver, but I don't think it's
Either
worth my
mushroom
trouble.
spores have addled my mind, or that puddle just addressed me.
Who goes there? Show yourself and raise your sword in the goddess's name.
Frozen food. Only 3 enemies. That can't be right. No, 4. Cryomancer, Necromancer, Swordmaster, Ranger. This seems a little bit too low. Surely there's some kind of bullshit event that brings more enemies to the fight. How good are they? Have decent durability. Okay resistance all around, but air weakness. Poison weakness on you. Poison weakness on the caster. Spiders probably don't have much of a weakness. Right? So poison good against casters, air, and probably fire against the rest. I don't know if I can attack much now. I'm worried about the Necromancer mainly. It's gonna start resurrecting these. So is there a way for me to screw it over? I think so. It's just a little bit too far away. Might be able to oil it up a little bit. We should go as far as we can. There's not much we can do, but we can probably hinder it a little bit.
Slide and slither!
The damage is irrelevant, it's the reduction in his movement speed that's important. Yep. We need to get rid of the Necromancer quickly before he keeps resurrecting more. Also need to keep the pig alive. Bit of a bad situation for us. Because if I move, I'm gonna more likely to slip. At least these two will lightly attack me. I think I won't move at all. They're in a nice little tight package there. Physical attacks aren't that big of a threat to me, so thinking poison. I want to use the deadly spores on something like this, but how about magical poison darts? Could also throw, I guess, poison flask. Accuracy would have to be better than this though. Yeah, I'm not. There's no way it'll land there. Not my skills. Can go for a magical poison dart and a follow-up attack. Yeah, that's a massive amount of damage. 2 would kill easily. Is fire the correct answer? The pig cares about fire. Ranger about air. Yeah, burn it all down. Also need to save the pig soon. He went into the fire. No idea what he's doing. It's big. He resurrected another thing. Charm. Well, good. That's gonna sleep, so I don't care what he's gonna do. As long as he doesn't kill the pig. Fire shield will kill him faster. Yeah, he's killing the pig. He has a lot of action points too. Necromancer has to die now. Everything else is irrelevant.
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
Blocked. That was a good one. That was a good one, Mr. Immaculate Swordsman. I saw you moving in that direction, but that was a nice block.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Pig is gonna be slaughtered if I don't do something about the Capitator, so Congratulated Spit. Yeah, the pig is about to die. And there's not much I can do about it.
Reduce to ash! Take another shot.
At least they're attacking me. They could kill me too. The ranger is surprisingly effective. Yeah, he's dead.
Death is its own deliverance.
Well, first things first, I do actually have to give my own ass this time. That said, I must heal him too. He's the more important out of this group. I have points for additional hits. So, we have 4 points, we could do something. Scroll could probably end one of the threats. Swordsman will likely attack me, so will the wolf. Ranger can do almost anything. I suppose we could play the stun game. Who's next? Swordsman, Pig. Alright, Ranger's not gonna be up for a while. Let's see if that's gonna get him his attention. Crippled. Ranger might die. It's not burning though, but if he moves away from the skeleton, he dies. Shit. Can't just heal. I need to get rid of the resurrected wolf somehow. Move him from the equation. But I don't really have ways to do it. Be able to screw them over a little bit, but there's the bot.
May the 13 winds pulverize you!
Old-fashioned disabled abilities.
Cold hands, cold heart.
Didn't work, but it helped a little bit. And he recovers him. Shit. Pig is dead. Langing him there, but barely. Yeah, the wolf has to go. Go away. We might have been able to handle it through other means. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to use electricity either, so it's a bit risky.
Get out of my way!
Right, this is good. I changed myself to be the main target. Take the swordsman out of the fight. So pick if it doesn't do a suicide, it'll be fine. Might.
Eternal silence
That's the
awaits
problem.
you.
It has no sense of self-preservation apparently. Ah, right. It's a resurrected wolf. Really burn fairly well.
Thank the blessed vegetarian. I'm through. You made it after they, the human, the guardian, wanted them where they took.
I would say the more you wait for the necromancer to be killed in this fight, the more of a fight you'll have.
On the men!
Trying to get rid of the ooze puddles. Right, since there are no real fires here, it's not a fire hazard. Grimoire of the Inconceivable. I don't think that's not an anything. Cannot access it. Anything else? A lot of wool. Right, nothing all that important. Every time we have to protect someone else in these fights, then fights get complicated.
A sharp weapon deals more damage.
Can't we focus what you need to do to get the job done?
Don't let those butchers rest, Sword Hunter. They've got a...
Anything else? I actually read these. We'll just pick some of them up. Would there be some sort of a diary, maybe?
Did the witch tell you what sort of treasure she buried? Perhaps she wrote it down somewhere.
Perhaps she
Don't let
did.
those butchers rest, Sword...
That's sort of my recollection too, that there's a buried treasure and the peak will show you where. But now I can't get the topic up, so must not have picked up the or read the correct piece of paper. I might have picked it up. It's a weird thing because some of the how these things get sorted into what categories are some of them. Sometimes not exactly intuitive. But looking at this, there isn't really all that much that I could have missed. So either I just didn't pick it up, which is the likeliest explanation I'd say, but where the hell would he write it up? It would have to be in the cabin. She's not gonna spread around the pieces of paper inside some caves. Okay, do I actually have silver? No. Yes. 72 each. Not exactly a lot. It's pocket change. Which should not be a problem for us, as in interest in collecting it. This is iron. Iron will be hundreds. It will be a value increasing as I increase levels. I think. I'm not actually sure about that. I haven't been paying too much attention. The quality of the swords naturally goes up, so you would think the value goes up too, but hardly matters. I'm gonna go look for the piece of paper I might have missed. I must have missed it. There has to be a clue. look somewhere where it's well hidden. Ah, it's a closet.
A chest full of hidden valuables, is it? Now, where'd I stash that pesky shovel?
Mystery solved. I don't want to go talk to the pig now though. He's safe. I want to clear out the caverns. I don't want to end up in a situation where I'll have to cover his ass again. I can go hunt for the treasure after this place is safe.
A beautiful view indeed. To think this sanctuary has been compromised by dark forces. Forces you can combat.
A lot of crafting components. Maybe not great crafting components, but a few hundred gold. This is suspicious. Like super suspicious. This place wouldn't exist unless there's a hidden treasure here. I'll come here with the pig. If not, I'll just dig it up on my own. Okay, good amount of ore. So that's again only 1,000 gold right there. Not exactly a good barterer though, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get anywhere near that. Suppose we could sell these to preferred shopkeepers, get more money. This is an ambush location, bridge. Not sure how bad it is for us, because we're a single guy, it usually works for us. However, poison weakness, and then Aeromancer, worst kind of mancer really. Wonder if they have any troops here. Should I open up with an attack spell, or should I summon something? Summoning something later is very troublesome. We can go a little bit closer, summon the...
That's more than enough snooping about for you, lost one.
They have to focus on that first if they're on the other side of the bridge. They're not.
I dance
They have
to
a
the
cleric.
death, my steps
Not exactly a
dating.
priest, but could do resurrection maybe. There's another guy in the bushes. So there's a swordman and a cleric here. Not sure. There's a ranger somewhere. Oh, that's nowhere near this. Okay. They could potentially disable the Capitator immediately. They always have some sort of bullshit ability they bring into the fight, so maybe I should just join in on the fun there. We'll gangbang the Aeromancer and hopefully that will help us a
I
little bit.
rise, they fall. I like this game.
Yeah, sure how we should divide the damage here. I'll take it all. His physical defenses are pitiful, so we might be able to keep him. No, he's going to. His fighter is going to help him up. That's what they do. They have ranger and fighter reinforcements incoming. Yeah. I think if we can get rid of the Aeromancer, things will be fairly easy for us. There's no major disabling abilities the others have. Although the cleric will without a doubt try to heal her. What the fuck was that? I was trying to get out of the right click menu. It. Yeah, this did not go well. And again, not because there's anything particularly tough about it, just because I screwed up. I failed. Had a 50-50 chance of working, did not work. So we're sort of boned again.
Bad news travels fast.
We couldn't kill the caster and we were being attacked on both sides now. Same time they're taking their sweet time doing any actual attacking, so that's something. I should have been able to... Well, if I wouldn't have moved back and forth there, I would have had enough action points to do something more constructive than just simply try a desperation attempt with the Arcane Touch. However, on the positive side, they're in a very tight group here now. So, not like we don't have options. I'm thinking of lowering my resistance further. I hit the cleric. And they have fire weakness, so we probably should capitalize on that. What's my fire resistance? 64. Ah, fuck it. This is what I was worried about. You can't kill her quickly, you can't kill her. Come here. And instant death, right? And now the heals start. We're taking massive amount of damage because we lowered our resistances for this. Yeah, this just went to shit. Just absolute shit. I need an attack that lands there now. The shape of the ground makes it impossible for me to use all the different type of attacks. I don't want to use a meteorist grenade or something this pathetic. But go. I just don't have a lot of good options. But you go there. Line of sight needs to exist, and that's something that isn't existing. Because if I do a fireball scroll, for example, I think it'll land in front of me. Right? No, we can get it there. That's what I want. Don't use adrenaline unless you can actually end the fight, which we can, so no. Still, that's the end of it. They're taking so much damage from here that things become manageable. We can easily summon extra health now. They just don't have the damage capabilities anymore to take it on. Still, that did not go well. Like at all. Okay, I can probably attack the swordsman, not much else. Try to kill the ranger. I'll worry about the swordsman. No, that won't work. Really isn't all that much I can do. Standard issue asking then. Okay. If we force them to move, they'll likely just die. Whatever we do, the surface cannot be touched. Also, I don't want to reduce my physical resistances against opponents who are doing mainly physical damage. Come at me, bros. Might be able to help each other up, but yeah. I know this pain so well. I know it.
No touch! No glory!
And suddenly there's no ice. That's no good.
Infernal embrace!
Eternal silence awaits you.
The other guy might be tougher to take down. Well, we might be able to get a disease on him or something. Still, another fight that was just god awful. At the same time, and we were about to die too, so I'm not sure if we got lucky or unlucky there, but the situation was at least very dangerous for us. arcane top. Yes. Regeneration first. We have another heal already. I can use it. Journaling. Your wounds. Not that much good loot. Tectonic Spray Scroll, I'll take that back. We have a couple of those now. They do a massive amount of damage. Ice is probably the best way to curve the surfaces. That creates a little bit of a ice field, but that doesn't affect
As
me.
good as a new penny.
Okay, what's next? There's gonna be more immaculate fights. We need to fight in a more efficient way. We're going to kill something, commit to killing it no matter what the resources it takes. Not the half-assed way. Let's just hope we'll happen to get lucky here. This will lead back to the pig. But I want to make sure there's nothing particularly dangerous here. Yeah, it looks like animals.
Do you spec-
So this is not dangerous for us.
Do you see the lake below? Please, come and speak to me there. I have so much to tell you.
Bailana, 873 hit points, fire weakness. Air weakness, earth weakness. Yeah, fire seems to be the thing here. Poison against most casters. The left is where we need to go, so this is something extra. Dead end. Now there's a small path here. There's a lot of fighters they have there. So what, there's at least 2 rangers there fighting. A lot of pyromancers. Weak to poison. Not all that good fire resistance either. Wonder if I could attack these. Is there an actual line of sight that we could utilize here? Yeah. Not sure if it's they're supposed to be there.
Strike harder.
But they're not really, are they? But they're still trapped here. So my point is this the correct way to start the fight? I'm not sure this is gonna work all that well for us. Did I cement something there? No, we could do the attacks though. That's not a minor thing. Sure if the others really care. I literally can't see the target though. So we're more or less shooting at the ground. I have them block the attacks. Unless I just... yeah, I can't teleport them either. Okay, I'll just do damage bonuses. Fireball their asses, see what comes out of that. What's the reaction of this group? It's a full-on fight. So they're gonna just run at me then. Yeah, the problem with this approach is that by the time they actually reach me, they'll be fully healed anyway. So what exactly did I win by doing it this way?
I seethe with righteous anger.
I'll wait another turn to see their reactions. But there's no line of sight for them, so they'll have to do something else. At the same time, all the problems are removed, and yeah. So we could attack, but there's nothing really to be gained. It's more important to know that they're there. More iron.
Meet me at the lake, Source Hunter. Do not delay.
Or what? Are you gonna fail the game for me? No, you're just complaining. Doesn't matter at all how long I take to arrive at your location. Too much to carry. Well, that is easy to fix. I think we're gonna go with poison approach. Try to kill the caster as quickly as possible, then worry about the rangers will take a turn or two to get to the battle site anyway. But by that time we should have the situation more or less under control. Unless the game has some bullshit and just more or less gets there as part of the beginning of the fight. There's nothing special about these. There's 3 pyromancers throwing fireballs with a huge poison weakness. The problem with the poison is there's so much fire, it'll probably just ignite, so I'm not sure how much I can get out of that.
Cleanse this wicked place.
Burn the unholy magic from the goddess's domain. Attack the heathen!
Eric moves first. Flame champions. Water and slashing weakness. Ah, there. Champion makes you think there might be something decent. They don't have really the hit points. Right, either way, poison. Thinking the deadly spore scroll. The problem with this is we have another fight like this immediately after. So I'm thinking that might be much more useful there. Poison is the key. How many attacks can we do? We can do 1 scroll and 1 grenade. Right, so capabilities aren't exactly that great. I should have attacked instead of buffing my damage further. I'm gonna take the grenade option though.
Poison cloud grenade.
Not anywhere near where it needed to be. On the other hand, there's a good field of poison there now. That's not a bad thing. I have my damage bonuses on, so for the next 2 turns I can do a lot of poison damage in addition to what there's already there. Also ignite the poison, it'll at least burn the Immaculates fairly badly. Yeah, they're not doing well. They're going to have to force themselves to heal, otherwise this is kind of badly. Cleric will have his job cut out for him. Flame champion is worthless. Might even die. Yeah. Not sure what I can do about the cleric. There's in such a sweet little spot there that I have to go there and give them something to enjoy. What's your weakness? Air and air, basically. Nothing else. Okay. What about you? Fire. Yeah, because and fire. So fire and air. A good combination. We probably should focus on the guys weak to fire. How about an infectious flame scroll? That's always a joy.
Opens to welcome you.
3 die. The ranger is our biggest obstacle now, because he does physical damage now and my physical resistance has been severely reduced by 20 points, and it went away. Well, so it doesn't matter anymore.
This is the end for you.
Yes, indeed. There isn't all that much I can do, so I'm gonna just burn the pyromancer then.
Fall slow. Burn the magic elixir.
He's dead. Thank you for using a worthless arrow on me. He's not dead. No, yes he is. For some reason he thought the best thing he could do here is start running. Right,
Spirits of Rivermont, I call you home to the earth.
not bad.
I need to dry off.
Need to heal up. Also, could you craft some poison grenades?
Back on my feet again.
Right. Medium fire resistance, gold, healing mushrooms, smokescreen arrows, fire resistance mushrooms. More mushrooms, mushrooms. So a lot of resistance mushrooms here, really. These guys
I
are
guess
dropping
someone else
okay
got
loot
here
too.
first.
Nothing magical though, that's an odd thing. But still okay stuff. Right, and Flyagari can be used for poison grenades. Is that it? Only got some kind of a book, which I don't particularly care for. Is that it? That's probably it. Flyagari. Bucket and a shovel. The fact that there's a shovel here makes me a little bit suspicious that there's something hidden here. But we have to buy. We will probably have to come to these areas anyway later when we buy the treasure maps. Maybe at that point I'll have something that has even a chance to spot hidden things. I could test around with the summons. Surely one of them is at least half competent. Okay, what is that? There's two of these weird areas that don't seem to serve any real purpose.
If you plan on taking out these pyromaniacs, a word of caution.
Yeah, I know that.
Shorthander! Oh, thank heaven you... It's... And now look, haven't you? 2 seconds. What? So she stormed the car. I begged her for 100 and that is chipping to the lake, the orchard. There's nothing of interest here.
Of course there's something of interest here. Why the fuck would a game designer put this here if there wasn't something interesting here? Make no sense. Sealed Earth, not interested. Blessed Earth. And 2 legendary items. Or epic. I don't recall. Epic, legendary, whatever. Solid items that we have no real use for though. I think I'll fight this fight before go hunting the hidden treasures with the pig. I'm not sure if the pig can be brought here or not. I seem to recall it's a dialogue. You direct it through dialogue, so it's not like it'll follow us. We'll just stop when there's a hidden treasure to be found. And with my perception, I'm gonna have to take him on his offer. That would be iron. Guard dog. Our weakness. It's Vialena is the one we need to worry about. And it's because if there's a boss there could be other things happening in the fight. I think she summons Earth Elemental when things go bad. Well, did summon. So in this case there's probably something else too. And I'm thinking of leaving a backup pyramid here. It could get pretty bad. I'm probably going to have to use some of my abilities just to handle things there, so quick escape might not be an option. Knockdowns won't work because there's so many swordsmen. They'll just rise each other up. Illusionist. I think I've seen this one. Yeah, it's the same resistance profile as the other mages. I think fire is more or less our best bet. I'm not sure we can. Pretty sure everything we summon there will just be knocked down immediately. But let's start with something. Don't care. I'm not really interested in talking with them, so they don't care. Might as well start with something seriously damaging as an opening shot. Alternatively, spread some kind of a surface here. They literally don't care, which means they will want to talk, I think. Ah, fuck it. I'll just go there and see what they want to talk about, just to make sure I'm not missing out on anything important. Summoned creatures will be wiped out immediately, unless I can kill the mages first. So show me what you've got.
Arthurius, that's immaculate business and none of yours.
Though it might as well be the fifth dimension for all the good that it as you say, William Arthurius.
To the Immaculate Way!
Alright, I'm oiled up. Bylana is definitely an earth magic user, mainly. The cleric will be maybe our bigger problem. Ooh, that's gonna hurt them. They're gonna sleep on this, I'm not. So thanks for that, Mr. Immaculate Cleric. What exactly would I even want to do? I think I'm gonna just power up on this one. I won't try use the rage wing yet, they might have a lot of physical damage taken from my way. I might extend the field of frost though. We can leave some action points in storage. I think we should leave all of these. Maybe back up a little bit, force them to walk more on the ice. Here's arrow. I lost probably some life with them. No one's coming to the ice. Just removed my buffs. My resistance profile means though that we should focus on the physical fires. Earth living. I'm fairly resistant to everything they do. Hopefully they'll all come closer. Yeah, this is not gonna work on me. Not sure why you keep trying it. Okay, I have a plan. I'm going to create a smoke field and withdraw a little bit. As in a literal smoke screen this time, not a area of smoke. I want to draw a line. I want them to basically force them to basically come to that point.
Protective cloak!
I might get blinded by this, that hardly matters. Looks like I kept my equipment. So having a little bit of less stats or extra stat buffer help us here. This will quite a bit. Let's see if I can at least haste myself. Okay, what do you got? They're gonna go around. That's one way to do it. But not everyone can go around. Yep, that's the right way to do it. Ranger is gonna waste his action points on going around. Swordsman is gonna go around. Yeah, they're not gonna focus on any real area here. What I'm thinking of doing is creating a field of poison. Not sure how this affects the poison grenade, not in any way really. But the ice will mean that there's no easy way for them to get out of this. So once they're in, there's no real escape. Except for burning, right? So it'll melt the snow, remove the poison shit. Well, let's try this again. They just keep exploding. Not exactly a horrible thing, but not exactly what I wanted either.
I needed that.
Using his rage was a totally pointless thing for this attack though. Hope they come closer. Ah, they are not gonna come anywhere. So we're gonna use this then. We don't really have a plan now. Fire should still work based on me.
Punch of the Pyromancer! I channel lightning!
I'm thinking Lana will do something now. She's below half health. The ice is the best thing ever in this game.
That's enough!
Yeah. Now comes the real deal. 2 extra earth elementals. I'm not sure how this is gonna fundamentally change things. So, Valena, what is your weakness? Fire. Relative weakness, but that's the only thing I can work with. I have decent damage bonuses, at least 40. Alternatively, I could just heal her. That's a little bit more complicated because I'd have to lower her willpower first. That's doable. They'll also have a tendency to drink a heavy potion when they're damaged enough. I'll probably die though. The rage screwed me over pretty badly here. It didn't. Yeah. He drank a suicide potion. Ah, classic. Drop a decent amount of loot. Metal helmet. So almost maybe useful item. Possibly not though. I'm pulling back. There's quite a lot of physical attacks coming my way. I don't really see why I should be sitting there taking it.
Flash fire!
3 elementals and the ranger and the dog. Yeah, I forgot about the dog. He's just been sleeping through the entire fight. The elementals seem to be summoned creatures in the sense that they will the spell will run out at some point. There's quite a few people still left alive. Sure how I missed those. They're so pathetic I didn't even think about them. Trying to force them to move through the surfaces. The elementals are not gonna care. A couple of these might actually take some serious damage. Please waste their action points. Also, I don't think there's any reason not to use summons at this point. There's no one to kill them anymore. A piece of crap pretty much should do. Something a little bit weaker might be appropriate here. Are we trying to kill something specific? I think we want to harass those guys more than anything else. So they have something to do while we kill these. Their air weakness. Right. Maybe the shield. The wall, rather. Okay, I can actually put it anywhere. But I don't understand why I can't put it there.
And just where you think you're going.
I think the cleric is our biggest problem, really. But he's just used a heal. I don't think he can heal again quickly. So we might be able to use this to kill their ranger. Is that it? More or less, yes. That is it. And we're perfectly safe. And you keep healing the fighter. The cleric, while not totally worthless at this point, has played himself successfully out of the fight. No fire. Need to maintain the field of fire.
Feel my
Ice.
electric fury.
Can I just kill you by bashing you? Thank you very much. If I move, I'll likely die, but gotta try something. Cleric will die, but he'll save the swords. Not sure if that's a good trade.
Pressing fast. No glory in this death.
We will take care of the fighter on the next turn. And he's poisoned anyway. All they can try to do is cripple me. But he's standing in ooze, poisoned, so if I do some kind of fire attack, he's so boned. I'm gonna get a little bit of a safe distance though. Yeah, still healing. Adrenaline. I want to put a heal on myself. Pretty expecting him to be able to kill me, but at the same time not really seeing the point of trying to test things out here.
Lost footing is as good as a lost battle.
If he comes after me, he'll die. Right.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
good as a new penny.
There's no enemies here anymore, it's more about treasure hunt at this point.
As good as a new penny.
Have to talk to the pig, have him help locate the treasure.
Back on my feet again.
Cop. Oh, the dog is still alive. Didn't expect that. Orders. A cultist spell.
Sigurd's beard, what a find. Lucky find.
Okay, spear. And that's it. I'm sure should I kill the dog? It's harmless, but it's experience there waiting for us to get. There's a chest somewhere. Extra fireball. That's where we need to use the scroll. Right. I'm leaning toward murdering the dog. I don't really see a reason not to. We call this dog, so therefore a bad boy. Just has to be done. Sorry, boys.
You play with fire, you get burned. Airs and pressure upon you. One to false.
Yeah, what exactly do we want to do with it?
Sweet
I don't
relief.
think we can quite kill him. Maybe we can. Gonna burn to death. Right. I didn't get any experience out of him. That's disappointing. No point killing him then.
Now this is valuable.
A chest somewhere.
I could do with a cold drink.
Right, so the buried treasure. Since I'm blind, I can't possibly reveal shit. At the same time, I don't actually know if I could use these guys to do it. There's no point not summoning something constantly if he has act as an extra pair of eyes. I'm not sure. I think I'll try to investigate that a little bit. Like, is there some kind of summon that has actual real strong point in perception? The elementals seem to be rubbish at it though, so something else. Hey, Mr. Pig. Lead me to the treasure.
Don't let those butchers rest, Source Hunter. They've got to pay for what they've done to our well. Wonderful. As sure as the Guardian is good, This here's the spot.
Take your word for it. Now, what item is technically the shovel? Trying to see if there's a quick way to access it without putting it in a quick slot. Mushrooms? Like a one mushroom? Seriously? Or does it just work in this general area? It reveals everything hidden there.
All that digging and there's nothing here.
Where should we look now?
Let's
To
go
the
right. Oh, that was pathetic. We're looking for a chest specifically though. So this here's the spot again.
As sure as the Guardian is good, this here's the spot.
No, that's the spot. Well, I don't think it matters.
All that digging and there's nothing here.
He's picking them up. You son of a bitch. Yeah, he's eating them. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's keep going right.
Where should we look now? To the right! As sure as the Guardian is good, this here's the spot.
What exactly are you pointing at? Yeah, he's eating them as many as he can. 3. You goddamn pig.
Where should we look now? To the right!
Yeah, this was a dead end with no purpose.
As sure as the Guardian is good, this here's the spot.
This is probably the chest then. And, well, the amulet could be useful.
There it is. Clear as the Guardian's baby blues. The treasure! She'll be glad you have it, as long as it helps you fight off monsters.
Right. Final thing I want to do is, see what do you actually have in your inventory. Bullshit. Need to do it invisible, I guess. No, I don't have the skill. I'm not too keen. I mean, it's not a big deal if I can't see his inventory. It's not important enough for me to warrant the change in equipment. So I'll leave it. 17,000 away from a level up. I'm not going back shopping now, but we probably will do it after the level up. I think we're going to... Land of the Fairy has a lot of robots in the early section of the game before you get to the actual Hyberheim section where the frozen tundra is. So those are crafting components, each and every one. Probably enough fighting for us to get the level up too, especially if we complete a couple of quest objectives. Point being, that is something we probably should do. Gives us enough funds to do whatever we want afterwards. Give us enough loot that we might be able to upgrade something, or ultimately start storing extra gold. So, more or less, I think we just need more money. just so we can get a replenishment of the scrolls. Hyberheim has at least one major boss. I don't think it has all that much else. It's more of a warm-up phase before we go back to Kulaf Forest. Right. Just thinking a little bit. I'm sort of leaning toward having the Deadly Spores and Meteor Strike as a backup here until we face the Ice King, because I'm not sure what works on him. Ice creatures are a little bit weird here and there. Fire usually works very well, but it's not a normal ice creature. It has the elemental staff, so it's protected against every element at the start, and there's a group of statues that you have to destroy to remove those protections. So we probably, I'm not sure what the optimal way to fight the thing is. But I killed it the first time by simply trapping it in a fight with one guy while the others destroyed the statues. So I sort of used the game mechanics to avoid the situation entirely. I don't have the luxury of doing that with a single guy no matter what I do. So it has to be dealt with in a different manner. It's an ingredient.
Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong?
Didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. It's just so you need to use it in the exact proper place.
The spell has worked. If that voice is to be trusted, the White Witch is just beyond this rift.
I'll leave things here. What is this? Hyberheim. Parts of the cave ends up in the frozen landscape. And we are slowed down for some reason.